Good evening, sheep of the fold. Welcome back. So the only things that you all have missed, but I can possibly read them again. Oh, how about this? I'll read these portions, and then I can read these ones with context. So here we go. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? One great besetting sin of ancient Israel was idolatry, and the spiritual Israel are vexed with a tendency to the same folly. Memphis' star shines no longer, and the woman weep no more for Tammuz. But Mammon still intrudes his golden calf, and the shrines of pride are not forsaken. Self in various forms struggles to subdue the chosen ones under its dominion, and the flesh sets up its altars wherever it can find space for them. What did I tell you all about Japan and its shrines and everything? And all the statues that they're placing everywhere. Wherever it can find space for them. Favorite children. God doesn't have favorites, by the way. He treats us all equally. Favorite children are often the cause of much sin in believers. And speaking of which, it's also kind of like taking pictures of yourself and putting idols and stuff, but I could be wrong again. Nothing wrong, but no, never mind. Never mind me about that subject. Those are just pictures, but as long as you all don't even idolize your wives. Often the cause of much sin in believers. The Lord is grieved when he sees us doing upon them above measure. They will live to be as great a curse to us as Absalom was to David. Or they will be taken from us to leave our homes desolate. Which means empty, dry, and and sometimes within the body too, within the flesh, which indwells the soul in the spirit of the Lord. So yeah. Or they will be taken from us to leave our homes desolate, which means empty, no love in them, and it can be within the flesh too, not just the physical homes. If Christians desire to grow thorns to stuff their sleepless pillows, let them dote on their dear ones. It is truly said that they are no gods, for the objects of our foolish love are very doubtful blessings. The solace which they yield us now is dangerous, and the help which they can give us in the hour of trouble is little indeed. Why, then, are we so bewitched with vanities? We pity the poor heathen who adore a god of stone and yet worship a god of gold? Where is the vast superiority between a god of flesh and one of wood? The principle, the sin, the folly is the same in either case, only that in ours the crime is more aggravated, because we have more light and sin in the face of it. The heathen bows to a false deity, but the true God he has never known. We commit two evils, inasmuch as we forsake the living God and turn into idols. May the Lord purge us all from this grievous iniquity. The dearest idol I have known, whatever that idol be, help me to tear it from thy throne and worship only thee. Being born again. Oh, I'm going to step on some toes. Many people do not like this. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible. As for those that are truly, truly, genuinely mean what they say and what they do as a follower of Jesus. And he has many other names, many other sacred names too, and the ones that we do not know yet. It's a crazy list. Last time I checked, it's a very, very crazy list of many names of our King Almighty, the true God of the universe. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible. Peter most earnestly exhorted the scattered saints to love each other with a pure heart fervently, and he wisely fetched his argument, not from the law, from nature, or from philosophy, but from that high and divine nature which God hath implanted in his people. I'll read that one more time so you all get all the skeptics out there. Peter most earnestly exhorted the scattered saints to love each other with a pure heart fervently, and he wisely fetched his argument, not from the law, from nature, or from philosophy, but from that high and divine nature which God hath implanted in his people. You all still have skepticism of the Bible not being accurate? It was inspired by the Holy Spirit, indwelling. And provided knowledge, how to write those things, and so on. God hath implanted in his people, just as some judicious tutor of princes might labor to beget and foster in them a kingly spirit and dignified behavior, finding arguments in their position and decent, so looking upon God's people as heirs of glory, princes of the blood royal, descendants of the King of Kings, earth's truest and oldest aristocracy. Peter saith to them, See that ye love one another, because of your noble birth, being born of incorruptible seed, because of your pedigree, being descended from God, the creator of all things, and because of your immortal destiny. Immortal means that you cannot die or pass away. Immortal destiny, for you shall never pass away. There you go. Though the glory of the flesh shall fade, and even its existence shall cease, it would be well if, in the spirit of humility, we recognize the true dignity of our regenerated nature and lived up to it. What is a Christian? Very good question. If you compare him with a king, he adds priestly sanctity to royal dignity. The king's royalty often lieth only in his crown, but with a Christian it is infused into his inmost nature. He is as much above his fellows through his new birth as a man is above the beast that perisheth. Surely he ought to carry himself in all his dealings as one who is not of the multitude, but chosen out of the world, distinguished by sovereign grace, written among the peculiar people, and who therefore cannot grovel in the dust as others, nor live after the manner of the world's citizens. Let the dignity of your nature and the brightness of your prospects, O believers in Christ, constrain you to cleave unto holiness and to avoid the very appearance of evil. Interesting. I wonder if I have it. Yeah, I still have it from this morning. Okay. So for the morning devotion, blah da 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 da. So it's gonna be 2 Corinthians 6:16. Let's go ahead and read it. And then Proverbs for the evening. We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that he receive not the grace of God in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed, but in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, and much patience and afflictions and necessities in distresses, and stripes and imprisonments and tumults and labors and watchings and fastings, by, by pureness, by knowledge, by longsuffering, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, by love and unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of God, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true. Interesting. As unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. Ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own bowels. Now for a recompense, and the same I speak as unto my children. Be ye also enlarged. Interesting that it's in parentheses too. The temple of the living God. And here we go. Many people are having so many debates and controversy over this too. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. Very amazingly powerful. What a sweet title, My People. What a cheering revelation. Their God, how much of meaning is couched in those two words, my people. Here is specialty. The whole world is God's. The heaven, even the heaven of heavens, is the Lord's. And he reigneth among the children of men. But of those whom he hath chosen, whom he hath purchased to himself, he saith what he saith not of others, my people. And this word, there is the idea of proprietorship. In a special manner, the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. All the nations upon earth are his. The whole world is in his power. Yet are his people his chosen, more especially his possession. For he has done more for them than others. He has bought them with his blood, and that is a lot more precious than any gold or any treasures upon earth. Indeed, he has brought them nigh to himself. He has set his great heart upon them. He has loved them with an everlasting love, a love which many waters cannot quench, and which the revolutions of time shall never suffice in the least degree to diminish. Dear friends, can you by faith see yourselves in that number? Can you look up to heaven and say, my Lord and my God, mine by that sweet relationship which entitles me to call thee Father? Mine by that hallowed fellowship which I delight to hold with thee when thou art pleased to manifest thyself unto me as thou dost not unto the world? Canst thou read the book of inscription and find there the indentures of the salvation? Canst thou read thy title writ in precious blood? Canst thou, by humble faith, lay hold of Jesus' garments and say, my Christ? If thou canst, then God saith of thee, and of others like thee, my people. For if God be your God and Christ your Christ, the Lord has a special, peculiar favor to you. You are the object of his choice, accepted in his beloved Son. And for this evening, he that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. Proverbs 16:20. Sometimes Proverbs is a little hard to understand. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. Yeah, that is Proverbs. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Reading the whole thing. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Interesting. Ye, even the wicked, for the day of evil. Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Wow, that is a amazingly big one. For me, I don't know what the situations are within your households and stuff like that. Better is a little with righteousness than great ravenous without right. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's, all capitalized. All the weights of the bag are his work. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. The wrath of a king is as messengers of death. Wow. But a wise man will pacify it. And the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the later rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Better is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it, but the instruction of fools is folly. The heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones. Wow, I'll read that one more time. Proverbs 16:24. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and healthy to the bones. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He that laboureth, laboureth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. Ah, very amazing book of Proverbs. Wisdom is man's true strength, and under its guidance he best accomplishes the ends of his being. Wisely handling the matter of life gives to man the richest enjoyment, and presents the noblest occupation for his powers. Hence by it he finds good in the fullest sense. Without wisdom, man is as the wild ass's colt. Oh man. I'm sorry for laughing, but dang, that's crazy. Without wisdom, man is as the wild ass's colt, which is kind of like a rag, running hither and thither, wasting strength which might be profitably employed. Wisdom is the compass by which man is to steer across the trackless waste of life. Without it, he is a derelict vessel, the sport of winds and waves. A man must be prudent in such a world as this, or he will find no good, but be betrayed into unnumbered ills. Unnumbered ills, which means innumerable things, which cannot be uttered or numbered. Or he will find no good, but be betrayed into unnumbered ills. The pilgrim will sorely wound his feet among the briars of the wood of life if he do not pick his steps with the utmost caution. He who is in a wilderness infested with robber bands must handle matters wisely if he would journey safely. If trained by the great teacher, which is God, Jesus, we follow where he leads, we shall find good, even while in this dark abode. There are celestial fruits to be gathered this side of Eden's bowers, and songs of paradise to be sung amid the groves of earth. But where shall this wisdom be found? Many have dreamed of it, but have not possessed it. Where shall we learn it? Let us listen to the voice of the Lord, for he hath declared the secret. He hath revealed to the sons of men where true wisdom lieth, and we have it in the text. Whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. There you go. No wonder there's quotation marks. The true way to handle a matter wisely is to trust in the Lord. This is the sure clue to the most intricate labyrinths of life. Follow it and find eternal bliss. He who trusts in the Lord has a diploma for wisdom, granted by inspiration. Happy is he now, and happier shall he be above, which is in heaven in God's kingdom. Lord, in this sweet eventide, walk with me in the garden and teach me the wisdom of faith. And there you have it, ya lovelies and sheep of the fold. May you all enjoy. And bon appetit on the feast of the words of the Lord. And I shall see you in the next chapter, in the next day of many brand new experiences within new stories for you all to hear, or and many adventures to go that you might not have seen, that you might not even have heard. Anyways, beautiful lovelies, Stealth Squad out.